Hey guys, Melanie just washed some curtains, some of which we got for free. These ones here, these are winter curtains for our house. These we got for free because they were all gummy. I'm guessing they were probably used in the kitchen, and they were all gummy. Not dirty looking, but just they stuck together really badly, and we had to carefully pry them apart. So we got them for free, and these bigger ones we got, you can see they're not, the, what do you call this part? The decorative part is not perfect. It's really worn. But the bigger curtains are in decent shape, and we paid $7 for massive curtains at a garage sale. I think we got 3 of the green and 2 of the big tan, which sort of fits our colors in the house. Now over here, Melanie has cut some potato seeds, starters, in segments, and we're going to plant them. These are purple seed potatoes that we bought, and you're supposed to cut them to have 1 eye per segment. So if you have multiple segments, this could have been potentially cut into another. If you have multiple segments, you can cut them into multiple eyes, and each one will grow into a potato plant. So she did these yesterday so they would dry out. Reason being, I've read that prevents rot when you put them in the ground, just for extra caution. I mowed the entire, sorry, the wind is bad. I don't know, that didn't work. I mowed the entire lawn with my push mower by hand, all of it, before it ran out of gas. I cannot believe, the entire lawn with my old Toro 6.5 horse self-propelled push mower. Mowed the entire property with 1 tank of gas. It just ran out. After I finished, I was actually cutting back into here. Beautiful looking now. I was cutting back into here further, because you can see where the nature is encroaching on the land a little bit further. And over here, I want to cut into that tree some more. But I was cutting the thick, heavy stuff after finishing the entire lawn when it ran out of gas. Now, I may trim the edges of these trees here, just along this edge, to give me a straight line, and then cut under there and along this here a little bit more. Now, this is an amazing mower. It is now my favorite push mower that I've ever owned. Some of you may remember when I rebuilt this, it was seized up, and I got it for scrap metal and invested just, I can't remember, some little bit of money into it. 1 part being an air filter, 1 part being a gas cap, and a lot of love and care. And it runs and runs and runs. It starts on the first or second pull, and really runs well. I mean, I love this thing. And I think I'm going to give it a paint job this summer to prolong its life. Tractor Supply has a stone and chip resistant lawnmower and farm equipment paint for the bottoms of your lawnmowers. And I'm just going to paint this. Anyway, those of you who remember this, or haven't seen it, by the way, you can go back and watch the video, and I'll put the link here below, and you guys can go back and refer to that if you want, where I rebuilt this and got it going. And boy, this thing runs and runs and runs on a tank of gas. The snapper is a curious creature. You'll notice it stands up in the air. And I always wondered what those handles were for, until I read online, and somebody in the comments also said, that those handles are literally made to stand the mower up on its back. That's what it's made for. This is the coolest thing. It's a shame not too many, or no others do that. The old snapper was designed to stand up on its back. You can store it like this. How cool is that? You can actually store it in this position. You can leave it like this as long as you want, taking up less space in your garage. I love it. But it's an ingenious idea. It allows me to access the mower deck and all the drive and everything. So that's exactly what I'm doing. And I found out that the brake is jammed up in here, and that's why it wouldn't drive. Okay. I can't find the rest of the brake mechanism, but also the drive wheel. Let me see if I can show you. It's really loose in there and spins separately. Well, now it's not gonna because the I've got it out of neutral. But this spins separately, and you can see it's torn up, really ripped to shreds. So I'm going to order a new drive wheel, which is only $15 on eBay. So as soon as I get in there, I'm going to do that. There's some kind of lubrication goes in here, in the chain drive mechanism. I have to look that up, and some special snapper oil, but I have to look that up. And then you can lube all the grease joints. Oh, here. I've got to get my grease gun and lube all the grease joints. And if I, maintain this well, it should serve me for many more years to come. But the brake is hanging in there, and I can't find owner's manual. This is a model 25066. 25066. So if anybody can find the owner's manual for that, please let me know, or send it to me, or send me the link, please. I'd much appreciate it. So I can figure out where that brake goes, where it came off from, and where to put it back onto. So I'll have to pull off the drive wheel anyway, which I'll probably do today or tomorrow. But today is yard and garden day, and this is low priority because that's going to take some time to arrive in the mail. And I'm going to paint and treat the deck, sharpen the blade while I'm at it, which, by the way, doesn't look very old. I don't think it's a very old blade, but it wasn't treated well, I think. And then the wheel, oh, it popped back out. This wheel's not holding air, so I might have to get a inner tube. That's a, what is that, a 4.80 by 4.00-8. I think that's a common go-kart tire. It's everything about this machine is cheap, from my understanding online, and easy to maintain. I mean, this is a great find. This is a real great find. The gas leaks out through the carburetor, so the needle isn't setting right. So I'm going to have to see if I can find a replacement for that. But because my gas leaked out overnight, unfortunately. That was unforeseen. I didn't see any drips when I was running it and playing with it. When I came back out, it was dry. So that's not cool. So the carburetor needs a little bit more work. Mower deck engages. It does engage, and the belts are tight and everything works. It's just the brakes and the drive. And I think I'm going to have myself a really good machine. It's cute. Really cute. I want to just sit here and talk about something for a minute. I get a lot of flack from people complaining and whining about me using these generator devices in my electronics shop. I mean, they're saying like, how dare you show such electronics things on your homesteading video? This is a homesteading channel. How dare you show electronics? What does it have to do with homesteading? Well, maintaining and keeping batteries in good shape has everything to do with off-grid living. And if you're off-grid homesteading, keeping your batteries in good shape has everything to do with it. If you're off the grid and you have a free way to maintain your batteries, this is built out of junk, okay? I think I paid for the cover plate. It was a wall cover plate. And if you have something that's free, made of junk, that can restore batteries and maintain them, then that's really important. Now, I don't dedicate a lot of time, maybe 5 or 10 minutes a day, to my electronics experiments, because I just shut this down. This has been running all day, and I just shut it down. It's probably 6 or 7 in the evening, and yeah, it's, that's it. I came out, fired it up, came out, shut it down. That is not a waste of time. And this battery now is sitting up a little bit higher in voltage. It was reading 15, that's okay with the Bedini motor because they're going to show a higher voltage under charge. Well, even that one with the solar charge controllers reads over 15 volts at times. But I stopped it blew off all the caps. So I stopped it to see what the resting voltage would be, and it's still pretty low. So I'm going to let it rest a little bit, and I'm going to fire this back up and run it. But I am, and have been for years, restoring lead acid batteries. And that is extremely important to me. By the way, this is my channel, and I have close to 100,000 subscribers. And many of you will notice that not everyone watches my daily videos. That is because the electronics is a large part of my viewer base. They watch the electronics only. And this is the do-it-yourself world, and always has been. So you will see a mixture of stuff on here from time to time. Now, if you don't like it, skip it. Nobody's holding your, forcing you back, holding your arms behind your back and hurting you and saying you must watch every video I put out. If you don't like one of my electronics videos, skip it. But please don't unsubscribe and complain and yell at me because it has nothing to do with homesteading or off-grid living, because it does. By the way, if I succeed in these experiments one day, which I'm not dedicating as much time as I think I should to this, imagine if I could have lights running while charging batteries and reducing my power input. Hey, that's a benefit for off-grid living if you can have lights without any extra energy input. And I'm not violating any laws of physics. There's energy everywhere that you can't see. I'm sure they mocked and ridiculed the guy who invented the first static energy generator. But there it is today. Still working. So anyway, I'm not out to convince anybody anything. I just want to let you know I am going to have a mixture of stuff on my channel like I always did. Some people must be coming in later and thinking this is just a homestead channel, or thinking that they can tell me what I can and cannot do. And I've got people unsubscribing in anger because I showed me restoring a battery. Well, I'm off the grid, and keeping batteries in shape is important. So, enough ranting, back to work. Hey everybody, it's been raining on and off today, so it's really hard to get a lot done outdoors. I'm trying, but we want to get planting today, but it just keeps raining. So we'll see how it goes. It's going on 7 o'clock at night, so I don't think I'm going to manage today. I was really hoping to. I think what I'm going to do is try at least to get those, the rows staked and measured off. So I'm going to get a tape measure and lay it out, and I'm going to have 4-foot long planting rows and 2-foot 4-foot wide planting rows and 2-foot wide walk spaces in between the rows. And that way we have a modified square foot garden. Hey guys, I'm really using my wood shop today just for fun. This is all off the grid. I have an extension cord running to my battery bank, to a power inverter. I've got a, surge strip here. And I've used my belt sander, hand sander, a Tack Life rotary tool that I am trying out and reviewing, wood burner. I'm doing all kinds of experimentation here. I took a block of pallet wood. This was the frame strip for a piece of for pallet wood. I used a rotary tool and I made routered edges on here. And then I used a rotary tool to carve in a flower and write Melanie's name. And of course I used the sanders to smooth it off. And I used the wood burner to really bring out the wood burning. So I'm going to surprise Melanie with that. I'm just playing around. It's nothing spectacular. Oh, and then I burnt with a lighter around the edges. Just playing around, see how it would look. Just experimenting. But I'll take that over and give that to her. I'm sure she'll love it. She likes simple homemade things. And that was just a piece of pallet wood a little while ago. So, while it was raining, I've been inside the wood shop, tuning my skills and experimenting, just getting a feel for things out here. Eventually, I need to start making some money out here, so I've got to really just experiment and learn what tools can do what. But I'm sure that'll make her happy too. Alright guys, I don't know what else is coming up. She just told me a little while ago it's 7:30, so she almost saw this. So I guess I'll wrap it up for the night. Melanie, come here, I have something for you. Just move that. I didn't have time to gift wrap it for you.
Oh!
You like it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That was a piece of pallet wood a little while ago.
What did you do with it? Also this one?
I used the rotary tool. Well, I used a cigarette lighter to burn the edges. I used the rotary tool to make it round, and then I used the rotary tool to cut them in, and then wood burn it. What do you think?
Thank you.
Well guys, that wraps it up for tonight, unless you want to show me what you've done in the kitchen. Melanie made some nice bread today. I knew she was baking something out here. You made tortillas, or tortillas or whatever as well? Where are they? She was working in the kitchen during the rainy day while I was working out in the wood shop.
Yeah, when you put progress.
Well, there they are. She made a whole mess of them and put them in the freezer. She is good. Thank you, Melanie. Alright guys, Melanie and Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. Good night.